Cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me. Cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me. We buy that action, cause none of my niggas average. Hop in that whip and we smash it. Fuck it, they just gotta cash me, Hey, what it do, people? It's your boy J28, man. We are back again for the Nothing Average podcast. And today, y'all can see I got my family at the I would say the round table, but we got my family at the table today. The picnic table. There you go. She ain't even got her mic in her hand. That's crazy. Talking to thin air. But so I got my family here with me, man. So the first time y'all seen it was just me and my mom. Second time we had my family. We had the whole family up there. But this time, man, the third iteration of the family first episodes, man, I got a lot more people in the building. So I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself one by one and tell who y'all are. No, I don't care. You still gotta introduce yourself. We're gonna start with my. I ain't gonna say who she is, but we're gonna start to my left. Oh my God.
I'm Tammy. I'm Auntie.
You were just singing gospel.
Yeah, you gotta talk to her, bro.
All right, I got DA. I'm a friend.
He the brother, man. He the brother. Pass the mic. Golly, man.
Shaniqua, what I say, the sister?
Oh my God.
Shaniqua, the sister.
You go and pass the mic
right
on over there, because I
Your
got a
camera
mic. You know
over
what I'm saying? I'm Rob. I'm Unc.
Okay,
Wait, I can't.
I'm going to say this again. I'm Rob. I'm Unc.
All right, that's Unc.
I'm Unc. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure get on the remote back. Give him the remote back. We got this one.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Mom. You might as well. You got the mic.
Oh,
What is
I
that?
am Jay Janelle, and I am mom
Oh my God.
of this one.
Let me see that. I got something.
I'm Bookman from Good Times. I'm the janitor of the family. You know what I mean? Yeah. Angus Black.
That's accurate,
comedian,
though.
all that good stuff.
I'm Risha, the sister.
That's sister. Tight. And then we got some more family in the back, man. Shout out my cousin in the building. His beautiful ladies in the building. Shout out Hassani.
Hassani.
Where you get Hassani from?
It's Hassani.
He put it
Where you get that from?
Hassani is Arabic. Hassani is Swahili. Kawi is his middle name. That's Arabic. So it's handsome and strong.
Okay.
I thought you said you was Muslim and you gave me.
First off, hold on. Pause for a second. Pause for a second.
He was Muslim.
Pause for a second. Because
That's what he was telling me.
he didn't let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
He's had too much exhale. For those that want to understand, Hassani's my son. With that being said, when I took my shahada when I was younger,
Praise
yes.
Allah.
He about to get us banned, man.
Come on, Rob. There you go, big ass. Now you gotta meditate.
The names are called attributes.
Yeah.
So they gave me Kawi Ghani Waterif. So we took Kawi. His mom took Kawi. She loved it. It would have been Kawi Hassani, but she switched it around.
Yeah, she told me.
So you know.
I like the name, man. I do too. It has a great meaning.
It does. It fits him.
It does.
Well, moving on. We got we got cuz in the back, man, behind the camera, man. Shout out Tay. Got my nephew in the building, man. Congratulations on
Congratulations.
Congratulations was today. So that's love, man.
Graduate over here doing his thing.
Oh, then we got Lester over there on the couch, man. Yeah, he in the cut, but LB.
150 boy bag.
Right now, look, y'all leave Lester alone. Lester chilling. Lester is chilling. Lester had him on cloud 9 situation. Let him be right. Let him be great on his own over there.
Let
Yeah.
that man live,
What's the
man.
question we got?
Yeah.
We got a lot of questions on the table, man.
She just holding the mic under the table.
Yeah, I know,
the whole
right?
time.
Like, the
Y'all
whole
gotta
time.
use the mic, y'all.
You got-
Gotta
get
use
your
the
hand
mic
off.
when we talk.
Gotta get your hand off of it though, because
He He's so used to performing.
He on the
that,
stage and
that's how he performed the whole time.
Janky promoters.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. This is how you talk on the mic right here. So
There you go. Yeah.
when I first came into the game, family first.
This
yeah.
not
No, I was just
Just
testing
not
the
how you
mic.
came to the game.
I was testing the mic,
We talk about family issues.
talking the mic.
And we gave you an
Family
honorary
issues.
pass to be in the family right now.
Oh,
She still don't get the concept of speaking of Mike.
She's so busy talking.
But
Because-
either way, man, like I feel like
Dysfunction.
now I know, right? Super dysfunctional at this point. Can't get right.
Okay, get a question.
I know,
The
right?
Roscoe Jenkins family. You know what I
He still got his
Like-
look.
Still holding
He's still holding.
like you about to bebop.
That boy can't get right, man.
Do the church.
Ask a question.
Do
This
the
is family. This is
Yeah, so
Father's Day.
we made this one specifically. You know, Father's Day is supposed to be tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's gonna release on Father's Day. So we want to get into the fathers. You know, shout out us, shout out me. You know, shout out.
For sure.
Here. See,
Oh,
that's
God.
where we always.
That-
So
that's-
why
okay,
do
first
women
topic,
feel,
first topic right
This is the
there.
first question right
That is the
here.
first question.
This is the
It's about
first
the
question.
fathers.
Why do you? Why
I have a father.
does? Why do women
your
feel
mother.
like that? They have to consider themselves like you. Yeah, why you gotta make yourself? Why you gotta make it about you, man?
Right.
Why you gotta make it about like? This is our day. This is the one day we get out the year. Why you make it about?
Y'all barely get that though.
I know, right?
Let the fathers
Okay,
Look, here it go.
if there is a great father, by all means you deserve everything for today.
Shout
but
out
if you're
me.
a trash father,
Shout out me.
you don't deserve it. I
ain't-
raised my
ain't try-
children
Yeah, shout out me.
alone.
Shout out me.
I did the mother and the father job of raising my children. I didn't ask for anything from the fathers. I raised them myself. So what do you mean? I don't want to say, oh, Father's Day for me too, but it is. I did the father role too.
Okay.
I worked. I did what I needed to do for them. I provided for the house. I came home and cleaned. I came home and washed. I took them to school. I paid for daycare.
Okay.
I paid for everything.
Okay.
So why can't I say, yes, I did the mother and the father role? So why can't, I'm not saying I want to celebrate Father's Day. No, I do not. But yes, we have to be recognized for taking both of the roles.
Okay.
Is that not fair?
I respect that.
I
Now, if
respect
their
it.
father was in their life, they would get the utmost respect from me. And I don't want to bash them or anything like that because I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? My children are adults now. I did what I had to do to raise them. I don't, I'm not asking for anything.
Pushing
But
30.
we did both the roles.
Somebody
Both
screaming.
of the roles. So where do the recognition come in that we played the father's role? The same way as a single father.
she
If
watched
he's
the
doing
camera.
the mother's role,
She watched
he
the
should get a he should get a recognition of the mother's role as well. Because to me, there is two different roles in the household as a father and a mother.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about
I'm
it. 'cause we-
confused because she went long with it. Dang, I mean,
No,
I,
that's because you want to talk.
I
That's
don't
why
wanna-
I'm wrong with it, because you want to talk. You can't let me
I'm
get
trying.
my...
There it go.
You can't even
There
let
it
me
go.
get my thought out because you want to talk. Go ahead, ask.
Thank you, Oshkosh. With that being said, I don't take anything away from what you just stated, but at the same time, we know. That's all you got to realize. We know. Let us have our 24 hours.
Facts.
Okay? Let's have our 24 hours out of 365 days. Can we just have 24 hours? I know. I applaud you. I respect you. I love you to life. But right now, it ain't about Jane, Janelle, Jay, whatever you want to call yourself at this moment. It's not about you. It's about the men.
So in other words,
If you are
in
a
other
good
words-
father.
In other words, he's saying call Travis Kelly. He said call him and just say what's up.
And
you
say
know?
what?
Hey, have it.
Being a single
Yes.
mother.
Listen,
I
he
agree.
know.
Hello.
I agree with him being a single mother. You're a mother. You did your responsibility and your roles of what you were supposed to do. Unfortunately, the fathers weren't there. But as Rob stated, give them, because you have a lot of fathers that are there. So give them that time, that moment. Your issues is with the fathers who weren't there. Not let the fathers have their day. We had our day.
What I stated.
We was there.
We get more. If you look at commercials and stuff, they don't talk about Father's Day.
Right.
They talk about Mother's Day. There's really not
Right.
enough out there to say, get this gift for your father. So we already have our accolades.
I didn't say that I want to celebrate Father's Day. That's not what I said. I said for those who are great fathers and good fathers, they deserve everything that they're supposed to have on this day. And I do agree that they don't give us enough recognition as mothers do. I do agree. The thing was, I was jokingly saying, "Oh, this my day too," but I said that why can't I say that? Because I played the role as a father as well, as a provider, as a protector, as a mentor.
She's going to her spiel again.
And also I played it as a but I'm just using me because I can only use me for an example. So that's why I say me.
Like a
Not
Johnny
saying
Gill
that
right
I'm
now.
saying I, but I'm saying I'm using me for my own example.
Right now.
So I'm not saying anybody else. I can't speak on anybody else's situation.
Right now, she's a
but
Johnny
what I
Gill.
am saying is that
why
can't I understand what you're but what I'm saying is why can't because believe it or not, like I said, the mothers play that role too. The father's role, they play the mother, and I understand that's our duty, but it's not our duty to do it alone.
Fair to
What you got?
split it and say, yes, you may have had dual roles, but there's still some things you still could not do that the father was supposed to do.
Right.
So you can't say you're playing dual roles because you took on the responsibility.
Raising them as children.
Right, you took on the responsibility as what you were supposed to as a mother.
Right.
Yes, without the role of the father, but you still can't say I want to celebrate. You can.
No,
if that's what you
That's
choose.
not what I said. That's not what
Facts.
I said.
That's what you choose.
I didn't say I want to celebrate Father's Day.
But you can't say I was a mother and a father.
was
You were
a mother
the
and a
mother.
father. And a
She just
father.
played the father role, which we get it. We
Yeah,
get it.
that's
Play the
the
father role.
point that men don't want, even though we know they don't want to hear that on my
Facts,
neck right now.
Right.
Facts.
You
We get that.
technically
Facts.
didn't play the
But
role.
technically you didn't only because it's always mother's baby, daddy's maybe. So, no. Because at the end of the day, if you think of it, what I'm saying is,
I knew who the daddy was.
right, but technically it's our baby. So guys look at it like, that's why we as mothers, even if sometimes when you're married, that's of your assumption because y'all was vice versa, but most time that baby gets sick, he could be the awesome father, the
Right.
provider, or whatever, but we still
take on the responsibility, even if the father is
That's where
there.
divide come in at, because if the mother and father is in the house, now it's my fault, right? Because the father wasn't there, right? Because I chose the wrong person. So I take all of
You
that.
ain't choose the wrong person.
No. I feel that way. You can't tell me how I feel.
God
I
chose-
feel that.
God chose
I
that.
feel that no, God did not choose that for me. I chose the wrong people to have children by, and I understood that, right? And I understood that. I didn't take that out on my kids because my kids still deserve a certain type of upbringing to my best of my ability, and I get that part. But like she said, yeah, if the mother and father is in the home, when that baby gets sick, of course the mother's gonna be the one to take care of that baby because that's her job. But you have a father in the home that makes sure she's able to take care of that baby the way she needs to, because she don't have to worry about her bills getting paid. She don't have to worry about if she has to go to work because she's been up all night with that baby. She don't have to worry about getting him to school, who's going to watch him so she can go to work. So that's the difference. That's what I'm talking about. So I played both of those roles. I still had to go to work. I had to find somebody to watch them while they were sick, whatever, or I had to stay home. So I had to make it up in other ways. So that's what I'm talking about as far as having that part. But yes, I don't care. Men always want to say, oh, let us have our day. We understand that the men that deserve it, yes, let's celebrate them to the fullest. Let's do it.
Okay. So
I got a question.
hold on.
Confused.
I'm gonna
No,
go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
You confused because why? Because you consider yourself as a good father.
No, I'm not.
And
no,
I understand
No. Right now, you got a real emotional.
No, I don't.
A real emotion.
I don't feel anything when I'm saying. I'm just speaking.
You're showing emotions through
I
words.
don't feel anything. I'm just trying to explain how I feel.
I respect that.
And what
But that's the whole point of
Yeah, thank you. Exactly, emotional.
I don't consider it because I don't feel anything. anything towards that. So I don't consider that as being emotional.
Okay.
It's already talked about.
I'm explaining
you're right.
why I
Okay.
say
That's
that.
facts, though.
That's
Okay.
all.
I
I don't feel no remorse or anything.
All right.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
get
but
up, get up, get up.
what they saying in general, if you look at any podcast, most podcasts, the dudes we recognize what y'all done. We know this.
Facts.
But right now it keeps coming back to you when it's not about you. Like, you know what I mean?
How's it coming back to me?
You
He talking about what you doing.
We
just saying-
And what I said was, I can only use myself for an example.
Well, that's what the point was. It's something about yourself.
So let me use you for an example. Then.
All right, hold on. Wait,
See,
we
now-
ain't going that deep.
now-
We ain't going that deep.
Who's the father? Let me use one.
But look, let me say this though.
I said the only way. I said I can only use myself, and I can't talk about you because I don't know
You ain't got the mic.
the
You ain't got the mic.
situation.
You can't hear. Hold on. But listen, so that's a beautiful segue, and I want to talk about this. So with the older crowds, you know, I think I came up in a very weird generation because I don't fit in this generation. So
No.
I really. You ain't in this. Yours just dropped, boy. Sit back. But I want to know, like, what do y'all consider like the roles in the household? Like, what you feel like a man should do, and what's the roles of a woman in the
Let him
household?
answer that.
This is going.
Yeah,
going
yeah. I
No,
want to know.
let him answer that first.
I want to know what you feel like. Okay, you're saying like you expect certain things of a man being in the household. So like, what are those certain things? What you feel like as a man you should be doing in the household?
What you feel?
Exactly.
Now, back in the day,
Right.
Back in the day,
you know what I'm saying? Like with my grandmother and all of them. So yes, the husband worked and the wife took care of the kids, did the cooking and the cleaning and all this and that. But we're in a new day and era, baby.
Facts.
Because if that's the case, then mamas need to stay home now. But we can't. You need all the income to be able to make it in today's time. So I feel like the wife shouldn't just be the only one cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids. Because at the end of the day, both of y'all going out the door to work. So why can't we, you know,
It's a partnership.
exactly.
I
So
agree
in
with you.
7 days out of a week,
Right.
I agree
y'all
with
can split up who gonna cook dinner, or even if y'all did it together, or didn't cook together, but if I cooked, wash the dishes, or
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah, it is.
It shouldn't just be, oh, that's a woman, because at the end of the
Facts.
day, it's not considered a woman job or a man job.
Facts.
We all can do each other's job.
That is true. That is
Now
true.
let me ask this question.
The question.
Hold on.
Let me ask this question. If your husband is not the breadwinner and y'all are equal in breadwinning, where does the respect lie or the honor? Is he now your leader? Because he can't be the leader. He has to do more than you to be the leader.
Pause. Let me answer that first, because as a man, it doesn't. The monetary value doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not even about to
Not
sit
just
here.
monetary.
Yeah,
but in
but-
today's climate, it's all about the dollars.
Facts. Yeah. But
We're not teaching our women or females to be the feminine or the wife. We're not teaching our girls to be wife. They're looking for the pocket.
facts. Yeah.
So we're not teaching them the morals and the standards of what a wife should be, what the wife should look like. Your home is gonna be what you set it to be. But again, the respect lies, we're teaching the girls now about the pocket. The respect is in the pocket now. It's not about his leadership or how he can run the family, take charge, and all of that. It is about the monetary right now, and that's how the girls are being taught. They're looking for the pocket. So that's where my question lies. So if the females now are looking for the pocket, looking for what the man can do for them, then where's the honor and the respect for the man to be the leader?
I think to me that falls really with the women, because you can't.
It's like for that, it's like it's
If we
it's-
making
it's
50-50, you
hard.
feel like you
It's
gonna down
hard.
me?
It's hard because biblically, right? The man is the head of the house, but he also have to be able to know how to lead. If he can't lead, you're not gonna lead me into destruction. I'm not going to allow you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to. That's why it's important to find a good partner, because what you're looking for. I'm not looking for a 50-50 person. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking for a man that knows how to run his household, where I can say when he tell me something, I can be like, you know what? Yes, baby, I'm gonna do it. Because that he has that.
That's a good question.
He's giving me.
It can't be a yes, baby.
He's giving me that
Go ahead,
respect.
Go ahead.
I understand, but I respect what you just said. Sometimes it got to be an agreement. You don't got to just say yes, baby. I mean, going back with what.
It does. But that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You didn't let me finish what I'm
Okay,
saying.
I apologize.
And I understand
I stand down.
the dynamic of the economy. I understand all that too. But my mindset is still on the old school mindset. I want a man that can lead. I'm a little bit of handful sometimes.
A lot.
I'm a lot.
We ain't even gonna say sometimes.
A little bit.
Hold on, wait.
So you wanna?
I am able.
Listen. So you want a traditional man in a modern day
I
climate?
do. Not, but I can also.
In a modern day climate.
But I can accept. I can. He probably got it too.
You barely missed it though. I mean, like you was this close. God dang.
No. I can accept a tradition, even if I make more money, right? If I'm more money, and we sit down and say, okay, honey, listen, I make more. It just makes sense for me to continue to do this, and because a woman is to help me. The dynamic, I don't like the dynamics have changed.
Me either.
I don't like that part because it shouldn't, because the man is supposed to be the head of the house.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, let a bug in. Huh?
And sometimes
What you doing, man? Close. Whoa, right on my head. God. Dang.
it's crazy.
What is flip flops in his
Y'all
head?
know what is going on? But
Okay, look.
I don't have a problem.
Hey, y'all,
I don't
this
have a
is
problem. If I make
family
more
first,
money,
y'all.
if I
Okay.
make more money than my man, then we're gonna talk and say, okay. First of all,
You feel like you should have more
no.
say
This
because you make more?
no. First of all, you gotta have love, number one, because when the love come in, it doesn't matter who make the most money. Y'all are gonna
That's what I
come
was
to the
saying.
right decision for each other,
That's
because
just-
so love is always the most important thing for
Sometimes
me.
love ain't enough.
Love is not enough. It's not enough sometimes. But if you love each other, so when those dynamics come up where I make more money than you, you're not mad at me because I make more money than you.
Correct.
Or you're not jealous because I make, so you're trying to sabotage me, or you're not helping me, or this and that, because we still need the support of the men, the same way they need the support of us. But the women go through so much more than men go through. Period.
I don't agree with that.
Look,
I'm gonna be real. I don't agree
Okay.
with that.
No,
Okay.
but
No.
we do.
Jan,
Let the men
Go ahead, go ahead,
you
Unc.
said something. Love, I
agree
read
with
something
that.
today. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna see if everybody pay attention to this one. They said, learn a person before you love a person, because when you skip the understanding, love can turn into attachment to an idea,
Right.
not the reality.
Right.
When you don't really know who someone is, you start filling in the blanks with hope, potential,
Right.
or who you want them to be.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
So
100%.
a lot of people like put it on the track.
You see it, huh?
I agree.
What you say? Put on the
Yeah,
track.
let's put on the track.
Yeah. The thing is this,
Facts.
like Tammy said, you know, a lot of the generation right now, I can't speak for the generation. I don't know them. I won't.
I can speak for them. They
Okay.
trash.
Oh gosh.
They trash.
Yeah. See, we came up a little differently.
We did.
We came up with some fathers in the house. Not a lot. A small percentage was in the household, but a lot weren't. So the moms had to be both roles. I respect that. But then, like myself, I'm gonna take myself. I saw my mom struggle. I saw her taking a bill, taking a paycheck when they had to go get the pay and get in a little envelope and everything. I seen her put all the bills on the table and put this amount on this one, this amount on that one, this amount on this one, but never paid off anything, paying off fractions. So I watched that month after month after month, year after year, as I was growing up. So I got to a point where I didn't want my mom to have that struggle no more. So I started going to the mailbox when I got a certain age, doing what I was doing. I got to a certain age, I started taking them bills, and I started paying them to the point where she stopped even asking. The bills were just paid. They were just paid. They were paid month after month, year after year, no questions asked. So I felt the responsibility, not thinking about being a man, not thinking about doing what's right, just thinking about I didn't want my mom to struggle. But as I saw her, I'm looking at the neighborhood that I grew up in, I'm seeing the young girls with kids, some with 2, some with 3, some with 4, some with 5, before they even were 21. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
where you get the graduation cup?
We gotta be different. I told myself, I gotta be different. I messed up. I wasn't here. I was on my little sabbatical, you know what I'm saying, as I say, for a while. You know what I'm saying? I missed out on my son, missed out on my daughter. But at the same time I cannot get that time back. I gotta move forward and try to rebuild. My son didn't know me like that. I had to rebuild that with him. You know, same thing with my daughter. I missed a lot of those moments that I tell fathers don't miss, because the child never asked to come into this world. They never asked to come into this world.
But the difference with you, Rob, and we've been around each other for a very, very long time, right? Mm-hmm. When you left, you was a good father.
I appreciate that.
So when you came back, you still was a good father. They just had to wait for you to come back. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the difference. That's the difference. So, and my kids tell me all the time, like, because when my kids were growing up, I did not want them to have to go through the things that we went through. Mm-hmm. You know, or the struggle that we went through. I'm not saying it was bad, but it wasn't good. We didn't realize what we was in until now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, I was hard on them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I should have been harder, really. But they're
no search.
For me, you know.
I seen too many paranormal activities. At this point, you gotta accept it. But God,
okay. But I'm saying I love my kids. I don't regret them. I had them super early.
Yeah,
I was 15.
Hey, I used to take it with me.
I had my first daughter at 15.
I had to take it with me.
I was a kid. I was learning while they were learning. God put in my head to even teach them what I taught them.
Well, look, there's no blueprint, there's no book, there's nothing that
but
says this is how the parent's supposed to do.
I don't have respect for their father because this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. They had every opportunity. Mm-hmm. I never kept the children away. They had every opportunity to be in their life. They could have did better than they did. That's why I said I'm not celebrating them for father. For what? But for you, I would.
I appreciate
because you're a good father. You're there.
I mean, I know what it is. I know what it is
for
them,
that father. It was a different experience for me. Me and her had different experiences.
I had the same experience, but the whole thing is.
And I get it. My kids, it wasn't that way for us.
As being a child, when I was younger, you know, my dad, my mom, they were married. Okay, but when they separated, I ain't see my dad like that. It was promises made. It was moments when I sit right there in the house waiting for him. I sit outside on the steps waiting for him. Never came. Never showed up. Yeah, I was hurt, but I had to grow and I had to realize I'm not going to do that to my kid, but I wound up doing it. And it irritated, pissed me off a lot, seeing this young man over here, you know what I'm saying, grow up without me, missing stuff, tap dance, all the stuff this mom wanted him to do. He was real.
He was around. He wouldn't have had that belt in his underwear.
He was flying right out.
That boy, he was on for at least 5 years.
He was a horse.
He was a horse.
Oh my God! I heard about that. That's the whole thing was.
He was spurred. What was the spurred?
That boy, he would.
He was majestic. You know, so.
But my kids that's why I said they never experienced their fathers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's been me from day one.
Yeah.
And that's the only regret that I have.
The whole thing is, and this is for you and your sister. When I met her and I seen Devontae, I fell in love with them kids. When I met you and I met, oh my God, look, that's why y'all couldn't get them kids back from me. I used to come, you used to be with me all the time. You, Trevina, your brother, Devontae and Kane in the truck. Let's go. We gone. I don't know where we was going. We just gone. And then I had a cell phone. They would call me. When you bringing the kids back? They would ask me that. Y'all ready to go back? Y'all say no. No, they ain't coming back right now. I got all 5 with me. We gone. We in the streets. We in the streets.
So
and then they would play Twister with y'all. Excuse me for a second. It was stuff like that. They wouldn't do, right?
Going down
They
memory
wouldn't do.
lane.
Say again.
We're not going down memory lane.
I am.
The Father's Day edition.
I was fat. No, get your point off. I was being.
I feel like this unfair. Y'all niggas.
I don't care. Who the hell been talking about daddy? Get it off.
Alright, look, I'll tell y'all some real shit, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't see it from a young boy's perspective as far as how we came up.
Yeah.
So we can hear the stories from the single moms, but there's a lot of single moms. Like, I'm from Huntersville in Norfolk, right? And the way we came up, a lot of the fathers weren't there in a lot of the households. Mm-hmm. So the mothers was playing both roles, but we did have a father figure.
Yeah.
We had a coach. We was active. We had some dude to tell us like, hey, come on, young boy. So this is where I'm going at it with. I seen my mom come up, and I seen how my mom did my dad. And after they broke up, I seen guys come in and out my house. And I saw some guys that I was like, yo, he actually a good dude. Mm-hmm. But me and my brother said, yo, we like him. Mm-hmm. But the ones that was like put their foot down and was trying to make moves, my mom got rid of them. It was the ones that wanted to do what she wanted to do and didn't take control of the household.
That's what she was used to.
She was used to that. But my dad was a good dude. My dad's still in my life. My dad is a great guy. But the same thing my mom did to my dad, even though he was a good dude, then I went through that. So you got a lot of broken young men who seen their moms do certain things that they take it out on women that they be with. Mm-hmm. And nobody be looking at that.
Right.
Because the way the system's set up, if y'all go back, look at the movie Claudine.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones was a young guy in that. The lady stayed in the projects and she had 8 kids. But every guy, at that time, the projects, the white people would come in and make sure you don't get no help from no guy. Mm-hmm. So they used to come in there.
That was part of the system.
Yeah. So if a guy left a coat over there and they walked through, did a random inspection, and they walk in, they like, is this a man coat?
Yeah. This is stuff that
you got
Tam
somebody
and I have had a
helping you?
conversation about.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
The system was created that way because they actually pushed the woman to push the man out, but we didn't realize it. We thought it was assistance. It was assisting them with pushing us away. They couldn't get Section 8. We just had this very conversation.
Right.
A friend of mine just posted recently. I don't know if he was in that post. Ant posted it saying that we don't know not one man that was on Section 8 when I grew up. You know a man that was in Section 8?
No.
Nah, you still.
You know a man was in the projects?
Nah,
you
not
know
at
what
all.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still like that.
But at some point,
You can't.
can you also say that the man had a choice?
Yeah, no. We saying that. We understand
Like,
the choice.
okay, going back
He said,
to my
I
father
know
not
one.
being there, like our parents were married as well, so everything went down here, of course, when they separated. So I asked my father one day, what caused you not to be in our lives? Like, you didn't care if we ate, we slept, whatever. He said at some point it was guilt. It was better to stay away because he felt like he was worthless.
And that's something he had to deal with from
That's something
maybe
he had to
from
deal
his
with.
family, his
But
upbringing.
he suffered from
I understand the system was designed to push the man out or whatever, but is it also, we also can say the man it was a choice too, because they could
I
have stood
agree.
up
No, I
and
agree
said, no,
with you.
I'm going to take care of
I
my
agree
family.
with you, because
we're
when-
going to stick this out,
when
but
that
my kids need me.
when that was over there was born, you already saw with my movements, and the same thing with his sisters. Saw my movements. I didn't want them to be like me. I didn't want them to have that same wandering. Like, where my daddy at? Where my dad at? But still, it happened. But I didn't want you to have to worry about anything. That was my whole mission. That was my whole mission. Being the point of, she's been through a lot already.
But can this go back to what you just read? Trying to be something that I did not need.
I'm trying to be something that you need.
Could it have been that you was trying to be something that I didn't need? I could have needed something else.
Yeah.
Back then. But you thought I probably needed my bills paid and money. But I may not have needed that.
Right. But see, that's the whole thing.
But you never sat and figured out if this is what I needed.
You're right. You're right, because that goes back to what I said about my mom, seeing my mom. So I saw you as a single mother. I saw my mom as a single mother with me and my brother. So I'm sitting here like trying to do that, fill that void.
Trying to fill that wrong void.
But that was your
could have been the wrong void.
Right.
That wasn't her.
I agree
That's
with
what
her.
the thing
I
she
agree
said.
with her. I agree with her.
So this brings me to my next point.
Come on.
Do you think that single mothers take their sons and make them into the man that they want, or put those boys in the place of their man?
Some do.
Force them.
Some do. Some do. My mom didn't. My mom didn't.
Facts.
And I did.
Facts.
And
I ain't gonna
Some
lie.
do.
No,
Some do. My mom didn't do that.
Let me answer.
Yeah,
Let me answer.
go
So
ahead.
from my perspective, I do feel like I am the man in my mama's life, and that's because
everything. Let me see that.
from any and everything that like I do, or like how I move and how I am as a man.
She taught you that.
Right. So
Correct.
like, for some reason, I can't be with a woman that goes 50-50 with me. Like, she's paying half the bills and I'm paying half the bill. Like, it bothers me. It genuinely bothers me. So, like, I'm more of the provider. I gotta take care of my woman. I gotta make sure that
And let her
she's covered across the
develop
board.
herself and let her do what she do.
Yeah. So it's like I can still come home from an 8-hour work day, and I'm like, what you like? What do you need?
wanna
I still
do?
cook. I still
How
clean.
you feel?
You feel me? I still do all that stuff. Yeah, like for real. Like I would still
We
come
need
home and I do that
emotionalism.
shit.
It's more than anything.
Because but I do understand like the type of work that I do. It's a little bit different than most people. So I got more control over it than how. But on the same point of that, like most women don't understand me because as a man I do those things, but they feel like when I am cooking and I'm cleaning, I'm doing all the extra stuff, they have no place. So it kind of drives.
So why do that?
Because it's instilled in him.
That's what's in him. That's what's in him.
It's like she
They
taught
may
me.
not be used.
He was
She
taught
taught me how to cook.
Yeah, they not used.
I taught him the woman and
we
the
know.
man part.
We know for a fact that like she was at work, we had to clean up.
I
We
gotta
had to
agree with that. And then see,
yeah, she wouldn't do it. She'll wake us up and be like, yo,
hey,
get
nephew,
clean.
few. The thing is, your mom raised you how we was raised.
Yeah,
Because I've cooked,
Oh,
I've cleaned, and
Anybody.
I told her,
Facts.
what can I do? I just sit down. She
That's
asked me,
what
what can I
I'm
sit
saying,
down?
yeah.
I go buy the food.
Facts.
I go cook the food. I even clean
I
this.
tell her
Sit on
because
down.
I know for a fact like
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was I had to raise them on how
And
to
I'm
survive
liking
if
that.
I'm not here.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
So,
But see-
and especially my girl, like I wasn't really worried about him because he pretty much knew what he wanted to do.
Our grandmother.
He was probably
I would run
like
it
6 years
shit.
old.
With
He
endless
just
shit.
needed to be guided
Jan,
on that.
the right
Jan,
way.
I applaud you for that.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I say. Like what you did for your mom is what you felt like that you needed for
Right.
your mom. I was like a drill sergeant, and they call me that, right? And I take it proudly because you know why? They can live if I'm not here. So and they know how to hustle. Each one of them, they can hustle. They can make their own money, especially my girls, because it's no guarantee that you're gonna have a husband. I don't got no husband, so I'm fending every day for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always try to have it where I don't need them to do anything for me, because I don't want them to focus on me. I want them to focus on getting their life together, making sure they're okay, making sure their family is good, and I'm okay. Yeah. So that's the way that I raised them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I taken the father role and the mother role, but I did. Let's not sugarcoat it.
Right.
We did. Like, it is a role. When I got with that father, you think I was going to be a single mother? No, I did not. That's not what I chose to do. That's not what I thought I was going to do.
Just by
but
talking
it
to
ended up being that way. But I never.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna be
that's
there.
and like Tim was saying, like, our father, right? He had every opportunity. My mom was just like us. He had every opportunity to be in our life. My father's alcoholic. His whole family, alcoholics. never decided to be in our life. They had he come out early now and then, throw us a couple dollars, and he gone. We don't see him no more. So when he passed away, we struggling like, do we bury him?
Yeah, I heard the story. You know what I'm saying?
Or do we?
Because
let
the
him
girlfriend had no idea.
I'm so out the way. I didn't know he was dead.
So
Like-
now we come to that fact where you're old and you need somebody, and we're the only two girls you got.
And this is where I'm at now with my dad. Honestly, you know, we fell out when I was away. We fell out. I wrote him a letter and said he couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? He don't even know his grandkids.
Right.
Real talk, he don't know his grandkids.
And they don't deserve to. I feel
the
like
whole
if you
thing
don't make
is-
no effort, you don't deserve to.
Right.
The
That's
thing is
how I
this,
feel.
but hold on
You don't
for a
deserve
second. Hold on
to.
for a second. I understand what you're saying. That's the way you feel. I respect
Right.
that. But I talked to my grandmother, I talked to everybody, my aunt, God rest her soul, his oldest, well, the second oldest. She said, the letter you wrote your dad, he cried for 2 months. Because I told him, if you can't be in their life,
You can't be
I'm
in
done.
my life.
I'm done calling you my
Exactly.
father. I actually said that.
Exactly.
To him. I said some more choice words.
Right.
But that was what I
And
put
it
out
should
there.
be.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, I already knew where I was at, and I knew what I was putting her, what I had put her through, and my daughter's mother. I'm like, this is, you know, not where I want to be at. But
And if
it's
you wasn't
from the
around, you
decisions
should
that I
have stepped
made.
up and been there.
That's
when
what
you
I was.
wasn't around.
That's what I asked him to
Right.
do
And that's what you should
as a
have done.
grandfather.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
That was 5 years ago.
Did this supposed to be a good Father's Day?
It is.
Nah, it is.
It
we
is.
was gonna segue to
I
that.
didn't want to ask.
We was gonna segue. We was gonna segue.
I used to be a dad.
We had to.
Yeah, I gave him back. But I do understand.
This
though.
man said I gave him back.
His dad on the podcast. His dad would have understood better.
He said I gave him back. Hey,
I gave
never
him
heard
back.
that.
Can't give him that.
Hey, you got a refund. You got a receipt.
refund the
You can't
kid.
give
You
him
got a
that.
receipt, a return.
Once you're in kids' life, you can't give them that.
You can't.
You
can't.
can't just. That's traumatizing.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Traumatizing for the kid.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
It's traumatizing.
So what is
So what's the next question?
Now I
Say
do
again?
want to
I say
say
y'all talking about a holiday that sits at number 50 as the most celebrated holiday in the world.
Oh Lord.
he had to look that statistic up like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, but
Jesus, then your mama, because Mother's Day is at number 2.
It's always
course.
that because mothers.
Yeah.
It's
Cause they
always
don't
that
say it,
way.
baby.
You know, fathers don't. But I firmly believe like fathers the head. Please give me a father.
I run this shit, son.
Be the head of my house, nigga. I'm sick of being the head of the house.
She said she wanted
But I
that.
just want to piggyback on
Yeah, go ahead.
the type of
Yeah.
man you are.
Exactly.
Fact.
Please.
I was completely different
And
growing
she
up,
been
bro. I
around
was,
since he was a
Jacques
baby.
Way.
I was
Since he was a baby.
way.
I really love
Yeah.
that about you.
I do.
Yeah.
And if it was more
They
men
love it too, you know.
or even young boys or whatever out here, fathers.
Fact.
Not even just fathers, because it could be a girl that you dating, not even your
Yeah.
mother of your kids. But one thing I just want you to always remember, even if somebody becomes your wife or whatever, you can take care of them, but you got to make sure they got something too, because anything can happen to you. Are they gonna be able to pick up them pieces,
Yeah, facts.
or y'all gonna be outside somewhere?
Partnership.
You know what I'm saying?
He
So
always-
regardless
he
if
always do that. He always.
Let me
do
tell
that.
you though,
He always
before
put him in that
before
position.
you with whatever woman I'm with, and long story short, her money is her money. You
Correct.
feel me? If she wants to work, she can work. That I'm not gonna take whatever you want to do with your life. If you're with me, I know I have aspirations. I have businesses. I got things that I want to do. Right. The hardest part of being with me is dealing with that. It's dealing with the fact that, okay, you have an ambitious man and he's gone most of the time. He's doing this, that, and third. He got, you know, so I'm going to be expecting you to, okay, well, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing together? What ventures can we kind of, you feel me, push together? And then, like, I don't care if you want to start your own cleaning business, you want to start something that you want to do, like, that's you. If you need help, I'm going to help you run it. Like, I'm going to give to you, I'm going to pour into you until you get to where you want to be. But most women that I dated nowadays didn't really understand that concept. So it gets lost in the fact that when I am giving this to you, you don't know how to handle it.
correct.
And then you feel me, you fumble the ball, and here I am. You feel me? Like,
Because they ain't
it's-
used to it.
Yeah, fact.
They
They
ain't
don't
used to
understand
it.
it. So
They looking at either
Right.
their mother, grandmother,
Yeah.
aunties, and all of that. So
You don't gotta do nothing.
Right.
So I mean, it's
or maybe they seen them struggle.
It's different. It's a little bit different.
Household, fighting and all this and that.
So I really take myself out the loop.
You'll find your queen.
I take myself out the loop though. I don't even want to like really date anymore because that's crazy. That's crazy. Here she go. Look.
Jacqueline was right what he said.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm my mama's man.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's not my man because he don't pay none of my bills or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go ahead and run that back.
Let's run that. I'm single and he the
Are you advertising your singleness or something? What's going on? I'm single. You said it like 100 times.
What it is, but. No, but we talking about making him my man. He's not my man because I let him live his own life. But nigga, if I need my tire change, I don't got nobody else to do it. I need you to come do it.
Overstood, but what?
Nah, I get it. She do be telling me like I be on the move a lot.
I need you to come do it. I don't know how to change the shit. Can you come do it?
Oh, can you come wash my car? Can you change this?
That take 5 minutes. I don't ask for nothing else.
If she really need me and it's like emergency, I'm there. Like, no question. I don't care what it is. I'm there.
He'll send somebody.
If I can't, I'll send somebody though. That still count though.
That still count.
Because if she called me, if I'm 3 hours away,
pause.
Because if I'm 3 hours away,
he'll talk me through an oil change.
Yeah, if she need a battery change or something, I can't come do it. I'll call somebody and I like my homeboy. I called my homie. She was stranded. I called my homie and go pick my mom up.
He do when he run. He do. I ask him questions. You know what I'm saying? Because he not my man, but nigga, that's what you doing.
Might well be. Like you feel me?
Who else I'm calling?
But it's facts though. But I'm always there though. I am always there. Now I try to be as much. Now. She is always there.
But
She's there every day.
We gonna wait for a flat tire together. What for staying there together?
Wait for a flat tire.
You not changing.
He don't know how to change.
So
he don't know how to. Look. He don't do that. He say yes I do. Don't do that. He say yes I do.
He don't So look, since we talk about it, man. So what's y'all?
Baby, you know how to change a tire.
You not changing.
Baby,
he out of there.
you know how to change a tire.
So what's y'all views on you were talking about marriage, man. So what's y'all views on marriage now? You feel me? Like, hold up, I want to start with you since y'all are married. You know, I want you to talk about.
So you gonna talk to the married people first? So
yeah, I'm gonna talk.
I'm last then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Everybody.
She was married. She was married. I was married. She was married too.
I don't count that.
It was still a marriage.
Yeah, it was still a marriage. You feel
Ain't
me?
nobody married still got reached out.
As of right now, ain't no. So I want you to talk about like.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Get it. No.
Question?
I really want to start it because I know that they were talking about it. Look.
LB.
I know they was talking about it.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
West Coast.
You got a plethora.
What's the question?
We got about to be married, divorced.
You got married, you got divorced people, you got single.
She didn't say about getting married. She said,
Don't know yet. Maybe.
Never get married.
Yeah, pick the mic up,
I
man.
ain't got no prospect.
Go ahead.
So look, so what y'all? What about y'all though? I want to talk about y'all too, cause y'all ain't really said much.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I want to talk about y'all. So what's y'all views on marriage?
Marriage to me is like partnership. I want a partner. I don't want to just be married. I don't want him to take care of me. I don't want him to do none of that.
Yeah, you hard-headed.
I want a partner.
Why you can't take
hard-headed.
Why can't we do it together?
You can.
Nah, but it's,
Let him take care of you.
I want to do it together.
Let him take care
I get that.
What you want? Okay, so.
Whoa, pause, ladies. Hold on. Let her get her point across.
I might
Hold
make
on,
more
Mom.
money than him. He might make more money than me.
It's not that. But y'all can still be partnership and he can still take care of
so look,
you.
so hold on. So
Can she
let's
get her point across?
Let's take the money part out of it, right? Let's take the
Very
financial situations out of it, and let's just talk about the principles of marriage. Like
what you want out of the marriage.
You say you want a partner. What more do you want though? Like, what more is being your partner? Then is it just me going to work every day and coming home?
No, you got to be able to comfort me.
Okay.
You got to be able to talk to me. Because I'm at the age now, I feel like communication is key.
Facts.
I want to talk.
Yeah.
So if you feel some kind of way, let's talk about it. We don't always gotta argue. We don't always gotta, you know.
Who started arguments between y'all?
Yeah, I keep beating over here, bro. LB, turn around, lay back down. Don't be looking over here because I don't argue.
That man said, he said,
That was no hesitation. That was no hesitation.
If you're not giving me nothing back,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get frustrated.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so what about so what you looking for?
But wait, so if you
Hold on. Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Go ahead,
No.
I ain't got shit to say. What's up?
I want to know. Hold on, wait.
So if y'all do
I've been
like,
married. I've been married. I've been divorced since
So now what are
January.
you
I'm
looking
single.
for if you getting married again?
He said he's single.
You said
You saw the
He
look?
said he's single.
What do
But-
you want next?
I'm
You
single
want
I get
to
you.
remarry?
Yeah.
I'm single
I got
legally.
you.
okay.
Do you want to remarry?
You almost
Yes.
died right
So
there,
what are
my
you
boy.
looking for next?
You want something different.
I
than
want
first
to
marriage.
remarry.
Okay.
No, but what do you want
want
different from your
different.
first marriage?
You want nothing different? You want
What?
the same shit?
Nah, man. We ain't talking about that right now.
Nah, but I'm saying
I'm
like
gonna remarry.
She
I've
said-
been married already, like 5 years already. Like I'm gonna remarry. And it's gonna be different this time.
That's right.
So what's different? Tell me what you
Are
want
you
different.
different? Do you want
Yeah.
the girl to
Fuck
be
all that,
different?
man. Look,
It's gonna be
He know
different.
what he want in his mind.
It's
He
gonna be
figure it
different.
out.
my world.
Yeah.
She coming to my world. Like,
No, we come to everybody world.
no.
We come to each
Hold
other.
on,
I'm
wait.
asking her to marry me.
Yeah,
Right.
but
She
you come
coming
to
into
each other,
my
but you
world.
in her world
right.
too.
But
Right,
come on,
right,
wait,
but
hold
that's
up.
right. You right.
It's
But
about
like,
him. It's-
she coming
it's-
to my
it's
world. I'm
their-
asking her to
yeah.
marry me
Right.
and be a team. And we gonna like build on some shit like that.
You in each other world.
Oh my gosh.
Nah.
That's the problem right here.
Yeah.
You doing that
talk,
Johnny
man, let him
Gill
talk.
shit forever, man.
Yeah, let him talk.
Right, I'm asking a question.
You telling him be quiet? You ain't got no mic.
You
Mom, you ain't got no mic.
I
Oh
said
my
you coming
god.
to each
You
other
don't have
world.
no mic. Hold
The
on.
only thing I said, you coming into each other world. Cause it's not, cause what the reason why I say you coming to each other, she's coming into your world.
Right.
Like her life and her family, like us,
Right.
is coming into your world,
Right.
and you are coming into our world.
Right.
So that's what I say. You coming into each other's
This our
world.
world right here.
Right?
Yeah.
And, you know,
And her.
you know,
Your
I found it
mother-in-law.
big on the fact. You know, you already know.
Hey,
But
DA,
I don't get into that.
I love you, bro.
But
see all them butts?
you know, that's my kid. You know what I'm saying? So we are in each other world. You know what I'm saying? So not saying that I overtake that the family's gonna overtake the world, but like you say, you want a partner. Like I agree with that part. Like you have to have a partner. So that comes into what we said earlier about if you're making more, if the woman make more money, so that's where the partner come in at,
Dude,
right?
she's talking about me. I'm
Yeah, if you taking the money out of it.
We took the money out of it.
Can you let me finish?
Why you always on me? I'm not the only one saying something.
That's
though.
not what I said. I said we're coming into each other's world.
I'm not the only one saying
I didn't
that.
say that. Nothing about financial. I said we come into each other's world, and that means you overlapping in her world, she overlapping in your world. You know what I'm saying? It's just not coming into your world. You know what I'm saying? Because we're overspilling.
I got different views on that though, but I mean,
Okay, maybe that's why I'm single.
Speak,
Maybe
Jacqueline.
that's why I'm single. Because
Speak, Jacqueline. Speak, Jacqueline. Hold on.
Who get on one knee and marry? Who get on one knee and ask you to be his wife?
now if it was that,
Okay.
I mean, but
And what
I
that mean? She can get on her knee too, but
Nah, we not.
She
nah,
not
we
getting on
ain't
her
we ain't
knee.
accepting
Let
that.
me finish.
Nah,
Let me finish.
You went hold up.
She's not getting on her knee. But that's not what I'm saying.
God.
Right.
I understand that. I just said the worlds intercollide once
Right.
you become my son.
We become one. Yeah.
So
Once we get married, though.
Right. So it's like we're all family. I don't look at you as her friend. You my son. You her husband. That's your brother.
We look at things like more traditionally though. 'Cause
Yeah.
tradition.
And that's what
Hold on,
that's what the problem.
Pause for a second.
Pardon your wisdom,
Can you be
queen.
quiet?
Hold on.
I can't say nothing.
Slow down.
to look at it
So
like tradition.
we looking at it.
Well, I
Between,
can't
I
help
get
but
what you're
look at
saying.
it that way.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Because
That's the way I look at it.
traditionally, like when
Y'all
you
look at
ask
something
when you
totally
ask a
different than
woman,
what I do.
Mom, hold up. When you ask a
Well, I
woman,
ain't on the mic, so it's
I know. So hold up, stop. You say you ain't on the mic. You still talking? Hold up.
What?
When you ask or when I ask a woman to marry me, right? Traditionally, you are bringing her into what you have going on, right? I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Now, in today's age, y'all look at partnership. Y'all look at, okay, I'm the woman and I'm the man, right? Y'all want that equality in y'all relationship. That's just how this generation works.
I am this generation. So
This
that's why I said I understand.
modern society works. This is how we live in today's age, right? Because you're not going to live in a household where the man is just telling you everything what to do. You cannot live like that. And I can
You
tell you straight
cannot.
off, you
I cannot
live
either. You cannot live like that. I can't
Well,
either.
I'm not living
You're
that
not
way.
right. That's what I'm saying.
I can't live traditional either.
We
though.
talking about
It's
traditional.
not the fact of the man telling you everything
exactly.
to do.
I'm independent.
Right.
I can't say
That's what I'm
traditional.
saying. Yeah.
I can't say I want to live traditional.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fact.
want to marry
I-
traditional.
I understand
I
that.
didn't say I was traditional where I gotta stay home and my husband gotta go to work. That's not how traditional that I am. That's not what I am traditional and I am moderate. Because I don't have a problem with going to work and making money. If what I'm doing making more money than him, I'm gonna do what I do. And we're gonna talk about like I make more money, like let's do, and I'm still not gonna let him diminish from his role as my husband. So that's what I'm talking. So I live in a traditional and I live in a modern, but I do believe the man job, emotional, physically, if I'm drained, it's your job to make me feel like I'm wanted and I'm needed. Because if I don't, I'm going somewhere else. So that's what I'm talking about. So if you, as long as you make me feel like I'm wanted, I'm needed, you love me, like I'm gonna do whatever. If I'm making more money, I'm not gonna quit my job because you supposed to be the man of the house. No, that's stupid. I ain't dumb. So I'm traditional and I'm modern. I'm gonna let him lead me wherever he needs. If he can calm me down, I'm gonna let him calm me down. I don't care if I make more money than him, it doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna take care of him the same way he's gonna take care of me. So that's whatever, if I got money to pay the mortgage, you pay the utilities.
Are you submissive?
I'm submissive. I'm very submissive.
Shut up.
I have not found, listen, the problem is, no, I'm submissive. I'm submissive.
That's
the
crazy.
problem is I have not found anybody to submit to.
Well, everything you say about the submission part. But what happens when a man don't recognize your submission?
When he don't recognize it, it's time to go.
It's time.
Because some men can misconstrue your
It's time to
submission
go.
as you. Because I've learned that men nowadays, they want that independent woman. They want you to be strong. I want you, because if most guys that come from a single mother home, they're looking for that woman to be like their mother. I seen my mother go out and work 2 jobs. So when you decide, no, I'm gonna be submissive, they don't recognize the submission. They're thinking you're weak. Now they're saying, well, why aren't you like my mother? But I'm being submissive. I'm taking a back seat
I'm
so
doing
you
what
can
you want me
lead.
to do.
Exactly.
And
So
that's
I
how it
agree
is.
with what you're saying. I need somebody to be submissive too, but a lot of men nowadays are not mature enough to recognize.
But that's what I said.
might
You
be
have
my
to
problem
have the
right
right
there.
person.
Hey, for
That
one,
might
the
be my
women have
problem.
taken
I
it
You
ain't
on.
gotta have the
in
right
system.
person to submit
Yep.
to. That's the reason why I
But there are a
said
lot of them
that.
now don't
But
might
that's
be
why
my
I
problem.
said
Don't
that
recognize
because you already. First of all,
I
a
recognize
person
it.
already show you who they are before you even get with them.
They don't though sometimes.
They do. You don't
Mm-hmm.
recognize. You don't look at it. You don't recognize. You don't look at it.
We don't look at the
They
warnings.
always show you
You're
who
right.
they are.
We don't look at
you
the
ignore
signs.
it.
We don't
and we
listen,
as
we
women
don't
ignore
hear,
it because
and
you
we
know
don't
why? Wait.
Whoa.
We as women-
Ladies,
We as
let the
women-
mic control the
We
speech.
as women ignore it because
She ain't getting nobody else a chance to talk.
we want that
Might as
man.
well let her talk.
We think
It's her podcast.
Oh, he did this. I don't like it, but I like this part. You gotta look at all of it because it gets worse
Right.
as time go on. Because I got away with it this time, I'm gonna get away with it again. I'm gonna get away with it again. So it becomes a problem. But what I say when I submit, I don't. If a man doing his best and we're together, I don't look at money. Money has never motivated me. ever. I always know how to go make money. I've always been okay.
No, it don't work.
So money is not a factor for me. Do I want more money? Oh, yes. But I'm okay. I can live. As long as I can live, I'm okay. I want a good person.
That's right.
I want somebody who love me because love trumps everything. I don't care because you know what? If I got a good idea, he love me, he gonna listen to my idea and we're gonna make some money.
That's right.
That's how I look at it. If he loves me, he gonna say you know what she's saying is right. Because he gotta submit to me as well as I gotta submit to him. Correct. Not in the same fashion. Because biblically, God, if a woman is controlling her house, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's why it's always chaos. It's not how it's supposed to be. Man is always supposed to be head of the house. But if you cannot lead, you cannot be the head of the house. If our bills always fucked up, you can't be head of the house.
Well, why you?
If we ain't got no food, you can't be head of the house.
Why you with him?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you
I
with
got.
We can't. I can't submit to that.
Hold on.
So I can't
Go ahead, Auntie.
Jane, your
So
sister.
that's why I'm single.
Hold on, go
Your
ahead.
sister want to
Why
say
you with
something.
him? Could you recognize love?
No.
Why you can't?
First of all, this is what I said. I said, if
We
you
said
love
recognize
somebody, you're
love.
gonna do what you gotta do. If
She asked you a question.
No, it's right. That's what I'm explaining. If you love me, you're gonna do whatever it takes to take care of me, and I'm gonna do the same for you.
Okay.
If that means both of us going out there
Can I ask you a
working, both of
question?
us going out there to go to work.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Adam.
What does love take for you?
For me?
Yes.
What do you mean? What love takes for me?
You said it. You said
It takes anything like anybody else.
Like
It ain't
everybody the
it
same.
ain't no code to crack to how to love
I
me.
mean, you got a hell of a code to crack.
I want to feel wanted.
It can't be a
Because
cold,
you know
though.
why?
You got a hell of a code to crack, Jan.
Let me tell you.
That boy just laid back.
Let me tell you right now how I feel, right? Let me tell you right now how I feel, right?
I mean, you've been telling us all night. Go ahead,
I
continue.
don't feel I'm gonna tell you some more then. Till the battery run out.
Oh, exactly.
So,
We already
let me
there
tell
with
you
it.
again. So,
We ain't got but
because you
18%
asked me
left.
questions and you want to know
17.
you want to know how
17%,
you want to know
excuse
how I feel the way I feel because you can't hear me once you're talking. So the only way
I've been listening all damn night. What you talking about?
Let me let you get the mic.
I don't want the mic. You got the mic. Damn
Okay,
it. You
then.
got
Let me get the
17%
mic
left.
then.
Keep going.
So 17, we got 17%?
Yeah.
So I got 17% time to talk. So this is what I'm saying. You asked me, what does love take for me? It don't take a lot for me. I'm
Okay.
easy. I'm simple.
Love you, sis.
I'm simple.
Love you, sis.
But the way I feel right now,
Uh-huh.
I don't feel love. I don't feel no love.
So you wouldn't recognize it.
That's the question.
You know what?
That's the question your sister asked you.
Can you let me answer her and not
You ain't answered the first
Why
time.
y'all going at it so much?
Because I'm trying to answer the question.
I know, right?
Yeah. But it's what I'm saying. She asked me, how do I recognize? You know what?
Do you know?
I might not even know.
Exactly. Thank you.
Breakthroughs, baby. Thank you. We working. Breakthroughs, baby.
You know why? I don't even ever think I felt real love. And you know why? I don't recognize it, but you know why? I know how I feel.
That's your truth.
I know how I feel. That's my truth.
That's the answer
Or
we're
me
looking
looking at
for.
it and say, oh, this person doing this, that for me, this, that for me. Do they love me or not? Because some people just do shit for you just to do it.
Yeah.
They don't love you. Because when shit go down, like my broken motherfucking arm right now, where the love at?
I'm there for you, baby.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's when you know people love you. That's what I feel like love. That's when you know they love you. When I ain't working, that's how you know they love you. That's what I'm talking about.
But are you
So
the one
that's
that
what-
Angus was talking about earlier? When he saw his mom.
I don't know who he was talking about.
His
Damn.
mom was pushing out good men.
I don't know who he was talking about. But anyway, but what I'm talking about, I don't know.
All right.
Because, I don't know. I can't speak on what Angel was talking about in his mom. That's his relationship.